It was a bright spring morning, and Maiko and Freya were exploring their favorite forest trail. The air smelled of blooming flowers, and the sound of birdsong filled the air as the two best friends wandered deeper into the woods. "Look at that shiny rock!" Freya exclaimed, pointing to a glimmer beneath a patch of ferns. "That's no rock," Maiko said, crouching to take a closer look. He brushed aside the ferns to reveal a large, glowing egg. Its shell shimmered with swirling colors of blue, green, and gold. "Wow," Freya whispered, her eyes wide. "What kind of egg is this?" "It's beautiful." Maiko carefully picked up the egg, feeling a slight warmth radiating from it. "I don't think it's a bird egg. It's too big and, well, it's glowing." The two friends exchanged curious looks, wondering what to do next. "We can't just leave it here," Freya said. "What if something happens to it?" Maiko nodded. "Let's take it to the old treehouse. We can keep it safe there while we figure this out." The pair carried the egg to their hidden treehouse at the edge of the woods. They placed it gently on a pile of soft blankets and sat down to discuss what to do. Suddenly, the egg began to wobble. "Did you see that?" Freya gasped. Before Maiko could respond, a crack appeared on the egg surface, followed by another. Moments later, a tiny head poked out, a head covered in shimmering green scales with two tiny horns and bright golden eyes. "It's a dragon!" Maiko exclaimed. The baby dragon let out a soft chirp, its tiny wings fluttering as it looked around curiously. Freya reached out cautiously, and the dragon nuzzled her hand. "It's adorable," she said, giggling. "But we can't keep it. We need to find its mother." The next day, Maiko and Freya packed a few supplies and set off to find the dragon's home. They decided to take the back trails to avoid the townsfolk, knowing a dragon would cause a stir. But as they passed through the outskirts of the village, the baby dragon peeked out of Freya's satchel and let out a loud chirp. "Did you hear that?" asked a nearby farmer. "It came from over there," said another villager. Maiko and Freya exchanged worried glances and quickened their pace. "We have to keep it quiet," Maiko whispered. The baby dragon, as if understanding, ducked back into the bag and remained still. They trekked deeper into the forest, following faint claw marks on tree trunks and scorch marks on the ground. Finally, they reached a rocky clearing with a large cave at its center. "This must be it," Freya said. Inside the cave, they found a dragon much larger than the baby, with shimmering scales and fiery eyes. The mother dragon let out a low growl, her gaze fixed on the intruders. Maiko stepped forward cautiously, holding the baby dragon. "We found your egg in the forest and kept it safe until it hatched. We've brought your baby back to you." The mother dragon tilted her head, sniffed the air, and then let out a soft rumble of approval. She gently nudged the baby dragon, who chirped happily and climbed onto her back. As Maiko and Freya turned to leave, the mother dragon let out a deep, melodic hum. Suddenly, a small golden scale fell from her back and landed at Freya's feet. "I think it's a gift," Freya said, picking it up. The scale shimmered in the sunlight, warm to the touch. The dragon and her baby disappeared into the depths of the cave, leaving Maiko and Freya standing in awe. "We did it," Maiko said, smiling. "And we have an amazing story to tell," Freya added, tucking the golden scale into her pocket. As they made their way back home, they knew they had shared in something truly extraordinary, a secret they would treasure forever. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.